At the same time, outside, Zeno stood before the Dragon Balls. His intent was clear. Zeno raised his hand to awaken the dragon. Suddenly, the silence was split by a sharp voice like a thunderbolt. "Stop, Zeno! Don't do it! This will make everything worse!" Zeno slowly turned, his eyes widening when he saw the priest who had disappeared long ago. The priest stepped forward and said with sincere urgency, "The Dragon Balls are cursed now. If the dragon awakens, an unstoppable curse will be unleashed." Zeno looked at him with contempt and said, "How dare you stop me? Your contract has ended. Your authority is gone. You were supposed to stay away from the affairs of existence. Your wife was expelled because you failed to protect Goku." The priest tried to respond calmly. "Yes, we made mistakes, but you must understand, the curse is what is moving everything now. It is the one that created this discord. It is the one that led these events." Zeno interrupted him angrily. "I won't believe you. I saw in the dream that you wronged Goku, that you were the reason for what happened to him, and now you want me to listen to you?" Zeno's face shifted into restrained fury, and he said sharply, "Guards." In a single instant, the guards surged forward like a storm. Consecutive attacks, flashing energy strikes, and a torrent of savage power swept the place. Intersecting waves of energy struck the priest from every direction. Yet, amid the chaos, the priest arose again, his body bleeding. He stood as a barrier between Zeno and the Dragon Balls and said decisively, "I will stop you, Zeno. I'm sorry, but I will not allow existence to be destroyed any further. You do not understand what will happen." One of the guards shouted angrily, "How dare you!" A lightning-like energy blast was unleashed, devastating, tearing through the air and slamming into the priest with tremendous force. Another guard grabbed him from behind, restraining his body with brute force. Blood flowed from his mouth and face. Zeno ignored him completely, looked at the Dragon Balls with absolute coldness, and said, "Awaken, dragon." A heavy silence fell. Then, the Dragon Balls began to shake violently. Dense lightning wrapped around them. The light intensified. Suddenly, it split in a colossal bolt that struck Zeno directly. A thunderous scream tore through existence, followed by a massive explosion that shook the entire void. After moments of dust and colliding energy, silence fell like death. The priests and the guards' eyes widened as they stared ahead at something terrifying forming in the emptiness. Something that was not a dragon, not light, but a dark, heavy presence, suggesting that what had been summoned was not a wish, but an existential catastrophe. Space fell abruptly silent. Then Goku noticed something unnatural. The stars surrounding them began to disintegrate, one by one. He paused, then whispered with awe laced with fear, "Something was born outside, something immense and terrifying." Meanwhile, Zalama was collapsing, affected by the disturbance of the Super Dragon Balls. He said in a weak voice, "Come closer to me, Goku. This is the time to leave."
Goku rushed forward, caught him before he completely fell, and held him in his arms. He said in a broken voice, "The first mistake I ever made in my life was that I trusted. I trusted and believed, and betrayal followed. But your heart is pure. The purity of your soul is the only thing that allows me to trust again. That is why I will hand over my body to you of my own will." His voice trembled slightly. Then he said firmly, "The pure power of the Dragon Balls is the only way to fight this curse. Anything else is merely a waste of time, just a postponement of a greater catastrophe."